here we are tonight, and he has been here before, and he is back, and I'm sure he's here to assure the membership of this organization that he will fight to protect and defend our rights, and that he wants our support. He wants the support of the members, and so please let me introduce candidate for governor, Tim Herbst.
Good evening, everyone. Great to be back. Great to be back. I just came from an interview with a very liberal member of the Connecticut Press Corps, and I much rather be here. So this is a nice way to end my night, and I want to thank you for having me. I want to begin by saying, Chris, I'm your friend. Okay. And I just want to begin by saying that I am honored by your endorsement, and I proudly accept your endorsement. And I am honored by the confidence you've shown in me, and I understand the responsibility conferred by your trust. And for those of you that might not have supported me during the lead up to the convention and even after that, I promise that I will work hard every single day to earn your trust, because this election is the most important statewide election of our lifetime. 30 years from now, we will look back on this moment, and we will be able to say with either confidence or pessimism that we did everything that we could to save the state of Connecticut. We will be able to look back and say we were brave, we were bold, we did what was necessary, we did sometimes what was unpopular to save the state of Connecticut. You've endorsed some great candidates. You've had a Second Amendment defender in Joe Markley, Art Linares, who you've endorsed for state treasurer, very strong on the Second Amendment. And I have to tell you, we're going to be taking on a lot of bad things that have been put in place over many, many years. I'm going to need a good Republican attorney general to defend me in court when I get sued by a lot of these liberal special interests. And you have a great, great candidate in Sue Hatfield. I'm here tonight to not only talk about the past, but also the future, because I believe elections are about the future. Elections are about choices, and the choice has never been more clear in this year of 2018. Are we going to elect leaders that focus on priorities? Are we going to elect leaders that respect the rights of law-abiding citizens? Are we going to elect leaders that are going to reverse the Malloy agenda and stop punishing law-abiding citizens and start punishing criminals? That's the choice this November. We can choose between reformers or Dan Malloy on steroids. And that's what I call Ned Lamont. I've got a nickname for him. I call him Retread Ned. He's back again. He was too extreme for Connecticut in 2006. He was too extreme for Connecticut in 2010. He is too extreme for Connecticut today. We've got to stand up and win this election. Now, I want to talk about some issues important to this organization, but also issues that I know are important to all of us as law-abiding citizens. If I'm elected governor and I raise my right hand to take the oath of office, it's to defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Connecticut. And there's a very important provision in that Constitution, Article 1, Section 15 of the Connecticut Constitution, which says that the people of the state of Connecticut shall have the right to keep and bear arms in defense of themselves and the state. And the state. We need a governor that's going to uphold the Constitution and not allow people to erode it. So here is my commitment to you. I believe that the CCDL deserves a designated member to serve on the Board of Firearms. CCDL should have representation on the Board of Firearms. Since Dan Malloy likes to pass laws that infringe upon the rights of law-abiding citizens, how about we pass a law that says this, that local police departments can't create law when issuing permits for law-abiding citizens, delaying the process purposely to create additional layers of regulation that aren't on the books, aren't necessary, are redundant, and are punitive to law-abiding citizens. Let's start telling local police departments they follow the lead of the Board of Firearms and they don't create the law as they go. Let's take it a step further. Let's take it a step further to say that in this state, we need to stop punishing law-abiding citizens, and we need to focus on the real problem. The real problem isn't anyone in this room. I think everyone here is a law-abiding citizen. The problem is that we have a governor that believes that we should treat criminals in a very different way and that we should reward bad behavior. That's the hallmark of his last 8 years in office. Punishing good behavior, rewarding bad behavior. He's done it with the budget, punishing well-managed municipalities, slashing their funding, while rewarding cities like Hartford with bailout after bailout. He has done it certainly with those that support and defend the Second Amendment. So here's my commitment to you. If I'm elected governor, I am going to be a governor that respects law and order. The state police and local law enforcement will have no greater advocate than Tim Herbst. I can pledge to you that I am going to work with a Republican House and a Republican Senate in my first 100 days to begin the process of repealing Dan Malloy's ill-conceived and dangerous early prisoner release program. We are going to repeal it. It is a threat. It's a threat to public safety. It has proven to be an abject failure. We are going to repeal it. I'm going to tell you something else we're going to do. We're going to honor the will of the people. We're going to honor the 64% of Connecticut residents that said they did not want the death penalty repealed. And if I am elected governor, I will work with a Republican Senate and a Republican House to reinstitute the death penalty here in the state of Connecticut. Those animals in Cheshire, by a decision of 4-3, by an activist Supreme Court. Think about that. An activist Supreme Court undid the will of the people, undid the will of the legislature. That's going to stop. I'm proud to be the only Republican running for governor that stood up and said Andrew McDonald should not be the Chief Justice of the Connecticut Supreme Court, and I'm proud that Republicans successfully led the fight to block his appointment as the Chief Justice of the Connecticut Supreme Court. Andrew McDonald was one of the principal architects of SB 1160, and he has shown a propensity to let his personal opinions guide his judicial philosophy and his decisions. That needs to stop. Going forward, folks, I'm not going to lie to you. This is a very, very important election. Every single vote's going to count. This primary is an important primary for not only the state of Connecticut, but for the Republican Party. I've been a Republican all my life. Cast my first ballot when I was 18 years old. Actually voted in a 1998 gubernatorial election. I've voted in every single election that I've been able to. And my 93-year-old grandfather, who served in World War II, was a gunner on the B-17. He was shot down over the Pacific, survived, and always reminded me of the importance of voting and of the importance of getting out and supporting the candidates and the causes that you believe in. Because if you don't vote and you don't support candidates that share your values, after the election, you have no right to complain if you don't participate and you don't vote. This election is about your rights and your future. It's about your families, it's about your children, it's about your grandchildren, and it's about future generations of people that live in our state. This election is not about focusing on the next election, it's about focusing on the next generation. If you want a governor who believes what he says and says what he means, if you want a governor that did not find his value system in a poll or a focus group, but somebody who has shown consistency every single day on every single issue, then I am asking for your help. I will not lie to you. This organization, sportsmen, Second Amendment voters, are going to have an impact, a tremendous impact in deciding the primary and the general election. I do not say that lightly. And what this organization has proved since its inception is that a small group of people can make a difference. And today you're over 30,000 strong. 30,000 strong. It is a testament to your hard work, to your dedication, to your passion for the issues, to your defense of the Constitution and liberty and the right of people to defend themselves, their homes, their loved ones, their family members, their businesses, because that's what this organization is about. I need your help to get this over the goal line. I promise you that I'm going to work hard every single day to deliver a victory on behalf of all the people of the state of Connecticut. But I'm going to need your help on August 14th, and God willing, if I make it past August 14th, on November 6th. This primary will have between 110 and 120,000 voters total. You have 30,000 members. I don't have to tell you that has a tremendous impact on the outcome of a primary. So I'm asking for your support. I need your help. But more importantly, I'm not asking you to just vote for me or knock on doors with me and make calls for me. I'm asking for you to join me. I'm asking for you to join me in fighting for our state and in making sure that the reality of Connecticut lives up to the promise of Connecticut. We can do this, but the time to act is now. You know, growing up playing football, I learned when you see a problem, you don't sit on the sidelines, you get in the game. So I decided to get in the game because there's too much at stake and too much at risk, not only with your constitutional rights, but with the future of the state fiscally. If we don't act, this state's going to be in a world of hurt. So I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your support. I don't know if you have picked a venue for the February dinner, but I'm willing to make you a deal. If with hard work and the grace of God I pull this off, I hope to host all of you in February at the governor's residence at 990 Prospect Avenue in Hartford, Connecticut. That's my promise to you. Thank you. Carry on.
All right. Thank you very much, Tim.